All right, so you're in the market for a small size laptop with some nice power. Check this out. This is the Averatec N3400. Very nice new laptop from Averatec. Take a look at this thing. Very thin, very light, very small. It's actually a 13.3-inch diagonal display on here, so it's actually not too big, not too small. And the way they got it so thin and light is by removing the CD drive or the DVD drive and actually making it a separate accessory that plugs in via USB. What's really cool about it is that it'll actually power up with USB alone. If you just plug it in with a USB cable, it'll work by itself. So that's really, really cool. And by the fact of, by them taking this out, you're saving all the weight and all the space in the computer. That means you can make it thinner and lighter. And truth be told, optical media is dying, and it's dying fast, and it's becoming old, and people are going to stop using it soon enough. So I'm very glad that Averatec has taken this step that a lot of other companies are also taking by removing their optical drives. Think about it. Besides loading the operating system, when do you actually install a program by disk? Almost never. So why would you have the optical drive in something that's meant for portability? So basically makes it very portable, but you still have access to the DVD drive, or if you want to burn CDs or DVDs, you still can. Now let's talk a little bit about the specifications on this Averatec. First of all, Pentium Dual-Core. It's actually a T4300, which is a 2.1 gigahertz processor. It's got 3 gigabytes of DDR2 memory at 800 megahertz. It also has a 250 gigabyte hard drive, as well as some really good stuff as far as connectivity goes. It does have 10-100, 1000 Ethernet, as well as Draft Wireless. Now I'll take you on a quick tour real quick. Let me show you around first, where you're not going to find much except for a single USB 2.0 port and a 4-in-1 card reader. Now moving on over to the front, I will show you a couple things that are going on. First of all, over here on this end, there are a couple indicator lights, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, caps lock, num lock, hard drive activity, and then battery. But I also want to show you the trackpad because it's really interesting. It's a multi-function dual mode trackpad. So basically you can see these numbers in there. You can program different functions in there. So by hitting refresh, that little button right there, it goes to icon mode. Now if I want to open up a browser, I hit right there. If I want to open my email, I hit right there, and it's going to turn on a browser. If I want to go back to the regular trackpad mode, I click right here. If you want to adjust volume while you're in this mode, you can adjust the volume right here. Now on top of that functionality, it also is a full multi-touch, so you can do pinch to zoom, 2-finger scroll, etc. So this is a very, very nice trackpad. It's rare that you see a trackpad that has this much functionality built into it. Now we'll move on over to the right-hand side. There is some stuff over here. First thing you're going to notice is the input and output for your headset and your microphone. You will also notice that this one is an SP diff, so it will do multi-channel audio out. 2 USB 2.0 ports right there, and then in the back hidden is your 10-100, 1000 gigabit Ethernet port, as well as the VGA, and then finally the Kensington lock is right there. Now I also want to show you guys the display on here. It's 13.3, but don't let that fool you. It's actually a very high resolution screen. It's actually 1280 by 800 lines of resolution, so it's very, very crisp. It's very bright, and it looks really, really nice. It also has on the top here a 1.3 megapixel webcam, so if you want to use this to talk to your boss or telecommute or whatever, Skype, Instant Messenger, you name it, it will be able to do it. And just so you know, as you can tell also by the background, this is preloaded with Windows 7 Home Premium. This is the 64-bit version, so keep that in mind. You are taking advantage of those 3 gigabytes of RAM. If you wanted to upgrade to, let's say, 4 or maybe 8 even gigabytes of memory, you could be able to take advantage of that with the 64-bit program. You're also going to get increased performance when running 64-bit applications, so that is definitely a very, very nice plus. And that's basically it. I also want to show you real quick before I leave you the back. It's one of my favorite things about this laptop is it does have that brushed aluminum back, so you're not going to be attracting a lot of fingerprints. It's not glossy, it's non-reflective. Very, very nice. The display is reflective, but it's not that bad, and there is a positive to having that glossy display is that you're going to get punchier, more saturated colors with a better color gamut, and they're going to look a little more punchy. That's good for multimedia, looking at movies. It's not as good for editing pictures and stuff, but you can still do it, and it works just fine. And don't forget, you also get the DVD player, and that's basically it. Very nice laptop, very small, very thin, and for the price, usually you pay a premium to get that small and thin laptop, but because they've taken out the DVD drive, you're actually getting a really good deal on this Averatec N3400. So there you have it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, and I will see you guys next time. For more information on the Averatec N3400 13.3-inch laptop, type in A69-13302 into any major search engine.